It's Fired Up Friday, and this isn't your average pep talk. This is the Bad Influence podcast. Yeah, the one they told you not to listen to. I'm Jordan Banderas, and today we're not talking about motivation. We're talking about momentum, about that fire inside you that keeps flickering out every time you almost reach the finish line. If you're tired of starting over, this is where that cycle dies. If you're ready to stop running from your own potential, it starts right here. Let's torch your excuses. Let's wake the beast back up. New drops every week, but right now, I want you to drop the version of you that quits when it gets quiet. Let's burn the old version of you to the ground. I recently realized something. Everybody wants to start something, but damn near nobody wants to finish. We love beginnings. They're shiny. They smell like hope. We romanticize them like they're the win. But beginnings are cheap. Anyone can post a goal. Anyone can talk about someday. Anyone can flex their day one. That's the easy part. But finishing? That's where the graveyard of greatness begins. Because fulfillment doesn't live in day one. It lives at the finish line. The part nobody claps for. That moment when you're tired, invisible, and ignored, and you push anyway. That's what rewires your identity. That's what makes your soul heavy with truth. Because half-built bridges don't take you anywhere. They just sit there, silent reminders of who you could have been. Every unfinished project becomes a ghost, and the ghosts don't fade. They follow. That weight you feel on your chest, it's not laziness. It is not. It's accumulated distrust in yourself. Every promise you break whispers the same damn thing. We don't finish. And when your subconscious believes that lie, your confidence dies before it even breathes. Think about it. So let's get real. How many half-built bridges are you dragging right now? That business idea collecting dust. That workout plan you drop after week 3. That journal that's half written, half abandoned. They don't disappear. They stack. They become ghosts in your mental closet. And the heavier they get, the harder it becomes to start again. You don't fail because you're weak. You fail because your ghosts whisper louder than your goals. Remember last time? They say, you'll quit again. And if you don't silence them, they start speaking for you. I've been there. I've looked in the mirror and seen a man hunted by his own half-built bridges. The guilt, the shame, the question, am I just not built to finish? Here's the trap. Most people confuse excitement at the start with fulfillment at the finish. Excitement is adrenaline. It's loud, fast, addictive. Fulfillment? It's quiet, boring, greedy. It's the repetition no one posts. It's the lonely grind between idea and execution. That's where the weak quit. Not because they're tired, but because nobody's watching. Quitting halfway isn't about losing interest. It's about escaping boredom, escaping the middle, The place where the applause stops and the silence starts testing your soul. That's where discipline either dies or multiplies. And if you bail every time it gets quiet, you're not chasing greatness or success. You're running from discomfort. Think about it. Every time you quit, you rehearse failure. You practice walking away, and your brain memorizes the route. But every time you finish, even the smallest task, you rehearse resilience. You train your identity to trust you again. The choice is always the same. Are you rehearsing quitting or becoming unstoppable? Because your future doesn't listen to what you say. It listens to what you repeat. And repetition is the truest form of belief. Let me tell you a story. Picture standing at the edge of a river. On this side, who you are. On the far side, who you want to be. Between the two, a bridge you swore you finish. Day one, you show up with fire in your chest. People clapped, looked at you, they said. You're on your way. You believe them. You believe yourself. Then the applause faded. The work got heavy. The air got quiet. One morning, you dropped the hammer and said, I'll come back. But days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to shame. That half-built bridge became a monument to your avoidance. I once heard that despair isn't the absence of possibility. It's refusing to finish it. That's why I build a physical version of my hesitation. Every unfinished dream is a bridge between potential and paralysis. And I had dozens. Yes, I did. But then something shifted. I decided to finish just once. Something small, something stupid. But I finished. And when I did, something clicked. The ghost went quiet. The weight lifted. Because finishing isn't just about the project. It's about your identity catching up to your potential. The only way to make sense of change is to plunge into it. Finishing is that plunge. It's surrender disguised as strength. It's the only way across the river. And when you place that final stone, you don't just cross, you evolve. You become the version of you that keeps promises, not to the world, but to yourself. Half-built bridges are graveyards. Finished bridges, they're freedom. Because freedom belongs to finishers. Legacy doesn't come from intentions. It comes from completions, from promises turned into proof. And every finished bridge is a statement. I can trust me again. That's confidence. Not the kind you pose, but the kind you stand on. Confidence isn't noise. It's evidence. Evidence that you kept your word when nobody was watching. So let's get real. Starting is easy. Finishing is rare. Anyone can start strong. The rare ones stay through the silence. The real ones finish through fatigue. You don't need another quote. No, you don't. You need closure. You need to pick up that hammer and swing until the bridge stands tall. until your reflection nods back in pride. Because finishers are not remembered for how they start. They're remembered for how they stay. And when you finish, the world doesn't just remember your name, it respects it. But more importantly, you respect it. And that's the most powerful thing you'll ever rebuild, your own trust. And it feels good. When you rebuild your own trust, it feels good. So stop quitting halfway. Pick up the damn hammer. Lay the last stone. Finish the bridge. Because your life isn't waiting for a new start. It's waiting for a finish. The kind that makes the next start lighter. The kind that builds momentum instead of goals. Because you were never bad at starting. You just forgot how to complete. And today, that ends. This is your moment. Burn the comfort zone. Finish what you started. Build your bridge. And when you walk across it, don't look back. Light it up. Let the world see what happens when a quitter dies and a finisher is born. And remember, the choice is yours. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. Until next time, stay relentless. Stay dangerous. Make them remember your name and have a great day.